Hey, it's Bobby G coming to you with a little 60s song. Allen, Allen, Bob Allen, Banana, Fana, Fofallen, Fee-Fi, Mo-Malin, Allen. Does anybody remember that song? Well, I hope so, because I'm going to pick up the bobbyatgloss autograph collection and go through all of the celebrities whose last name is, guess what? Allen! So we're going to kick off with Chad Allen. Chad Allen was a child star who was in Our House, My Two Dads, and Dr. Quinn, Medicine Women. The interesting thing about it was that he was outed in the press, subsequently became a GLAAD media recipient, and then got a degree in psychology, pursuing a career as a psychologist. Child actor success story. Rarity, but it happened, so kudos to Chad. Now, let's talk about this very classy lady. We all knew her in fame, Debbie Allen. I met her backstage in Sweet Charity in San Francisco. I have to tell you that she was one of the most commanding and regal presences that I have ever met, celebrity or otherwise. I love Debbie Allen. And P.S. as a side note, for those of you who didn't know it, her sister is Felicia Rashad, Claire Huxtable from The Cosby Show. Another Debbie, or Deborah Allen, is country singer Deborah Allen, who I loved her hit song, crossover hit, Baby I Lied. I think it was 26 country number 4 pop. But how about this rarity? Does anybody have her song Telepathy, written by, for her, Joey Coco? That's right, Joey Coco, also known as Prince, wrote a song for Deborah Allen. Try finding that one. Now we go on to Miss Karen Allen. Karen Allen, as you know, was a huge success in Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And then she took up her hobby of knitting, which ended up being so successful, she owns her own textile firm and has an honorary master's from the Fashion Institute. Go Karen Allen. There is life after the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then we have Krista Allen. Krista Allen, very sexy. We know her from Baywatch and from Final Destination, but you gotta give it up to her for being a very talented, sexy comedian, because she makes her living as a stand-up comedian. You can be sexy and funny. Oh yeah. Now talking about funny, let's go back to the 60s. Hello there. This guy, Marty Allen, with the bug eyes and the big hair. So funny. I met him multiple times. He was a stalwart on daytime TV and on nighttime TV in the 60s, appearing 44 times on the Ed Sullivan Show, including this iconic appearance with the Beatles. And he did movies with Steve Rossi, his comedy partner. Look at this poster art. I love that. He was a great guy. R.I.P. to Marty Allen. Now let's get to one of the original Mean Girls. Plug it up! Plug it up! Nancy Allen, pouring pig blood over poor Carrie. She was also in Blowout and in Dressed to Kill, for which she was nominated for a Golden Globe. It helps if you're married to Brian De Palma, or at least she was at the time. I kind of love the fact that in a collection I bought, some fan had matted her signature with this photo of her with her arm in a cast. I know that everybody chooses different pictures, but I have to say, I just love that selection. And I also love Nancy Allen. Now we're going to go on to Peter Allen. Peter Allen is most famously known as Liza Minnelli's first husband, and he was an Australian singer who had a pretty nice career as a singer in Australia. His very first song was called Honest Queen, seriously, and then he had a hit in the United States called Bicoastal. He was a good songwriter too. He won an Academy Award for writing the theme to Arthur, and his life story was so interesting that it was adapted into a Broadway play called The Boy from Oz, in which Hugh Jackman played the lead and won a Tony. So there you go, Peter Allen. R.I.P. to Peter Allen as well. Now, let's go to Rex Allen, the Arizona cowboy from TV, films, and radio. Also, interestingly enough, he had his own comic book series. But the keynote about Rex Allen is that he had a top 5 hit called Don't Go Near the Indians. I guarantee you it would not be a hit today. let's move on to Rosalind Allen. Rosalind Allen is a star of Sequest and Star Trek The Next Generation. And she was included in a collection that I bought where a guy had purchased or assembled every celebrity, co-star, director, etc. from all of the Star Trek Next Generation, all of the Star Trek spin-offs, and Sequest. So there you have it. That's how I have Rosalind. And we end with a controversial Woody. I was never a big fan, and I didn't get the comedy in a lot of his films. I mean, when I saw Annie Hall, I was 12, so I walked out. I just didn't get it. I think there was one line that I liked called, I think I can walk to the curb from here, when she parked really far. But other than that, yeah, I liked Manhattan Murder Mystery. And as for his personal life, let's just say we'll pick up next time with somebody less controversial and start with Krista Allen. To all of you autograph collectors, keep going. Bobby G wishes you a happy day.